So the last Airbender film just came up for free on Amazon Video, if you're a Prime subscriber. Unfortunately, I'm about to watch the film. So feel free to enjoy my suffering. And don't get the film. Don't get the film, it's awful. I'm just morbidly curious to see whether this film's actually as bad as everyone seems to think it is. Aren't you supposed to call out the names of the elements? In all fairness, this intro sequence is actually pretty close to the episodes.
100 years ago, all was right with our world.
Narration, good start.
The Avatar was the only person born amongst all the nations who could master all 4 elements.
How is it the film takes longer to explain things and is worse at it than the episodes were?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, it worked better that time.
Was Sokka about to punch Katara there? Yeah, whack the piece of ground you stood on. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Uncle, look!
He never moved his lips. I like the design of the Fire Navy ship. Normally you only see it in animated form or CG animated, but here it's full rendered. I like all the detail on it. I like it.
Bring me all your elderly!
You've got a little something just there. Yeah, I know the Fire Lord in the series burned half his face off, but it looks less like he got hit in the face by a fireball here and more like he forgot the suntan lotion just there. Missed a spot.
I knew from the first time we discovered you were a bender that one day I would realize your destiny. Today, I found out that destiny. I believe that little boy might be the Avatar. Each of these creatures is a spirit. They have watched over us since the beginning.
This exposition scene is about 5 minutes long. It's... Can we get moving, please, people?
You are my prisoner.
Okay, so many problems. First of all, Aang can only bend air. There's no reason for the other 3 elements to move. Secondly, the elements don't just gravitate towards people who can bend them. And not the Avatar either. That doesn't happen. And you know what bugs me the most about this scene? Is the elements are presented to Aang in the wrong order. If it was anybody else, I'd just give him a pass, but this is Iroh we're talking about. This is probably the most spiritual character, well, aside from the Avatar, the most spiritual character in the series. He would know the order of the elements. They're presented to Aang here in the order fire, water, earth. They should be presented water, earth, fire. Avatar cycle people, learn it.
Aang flew us to his home. He told us how he left there in a storm on Appa and got forced into the ocean where they almost drowned. Aang airbended a sphere around them and ice formed, and he couldn't remember anything after that.
Yeah, thanks for telling us about it instead of showing us it.
Hey guys.
The events of the storm. One of the best episodes they made, reduced down to, what, 10-15 seconds of exposition? Thanks.
Is it okay if you tell me your name?
The monks named me Aang.
You're only asking him his name now.
Spider Rat, the poisonous. Get behind me.
He's a flying lemur bat.
Momo!
I know where they are right now. They're at the perfume.
And he's gone. That might be more meaningful if I gave a shit.
vanished prince. Let's offer him lunch.
I've just noticed the firebenders are Indian. Why are they not Japanese?
A lot of villages in the Earth Kingdom, like around here. They haven't been able to conquer big cities like Ba Sing Se, but they're making plans, I'm sure.
More exposition. Nice.
Those who could not bend were allowed to live in peace if we were imprisoned.
How are you imprisoned? You're surrounded by fucking Earth.
Are you an airbender, boy?
Leave him alone!
Katara is really bossy in this film. Not authoritative bossy, you know, not like motherly bossy, just whiny bossy. All that effort just to throw a fucking pebble. Oh, Sokka just threw his boomerang. That was kind of cool. So all that movement just to throw a single breath of wind. Did she just put up a wanted poster?
With this information, we could bring down the Northern Water Tribe city. We could show the world the true strength of fire.
I am pleased.
Is that supposed to be the Fire Lord?
Commander Zhao.
Hey, little one, come here. He spoke out of turn to a general in defense of some of his friends who are going to be sacrificed in a battle. We'll catch him soon, Uncle. Then we can think about the pretty girls.
That was possibly the worst scene I've ever seen. No pun intended. Just, seriously, that was just an exposition dump. And wait, why did he call the kid over? To explain something to his uncle that his uncle already knows. What?
You've really been distracted today.
Wow, that was bad.
Now, how did the Airbenders know you were the Avatar, little one?
They gave me a test. They put 1,000 toys in front of me and asked me to choose 4. I said I chose the same 4 objects that belonged to the previous avatars.
More exposition. Show, don't tell.
They told me I could have no family.
You will forgive me, won't you?
For what?
For luring you down here. I have lived in poverty because of your absence, Avatar. So you will understand my actions today.
Oh no, he betrayed you. I so don't care.
I understand that when you freed that handful of towns, you were very impressive, but you only used airbending against my soldiers. Now, why is that?
You know, that guy just asked an intelligent question. And I think this is Admiral Zhao. But the problem is, we don't know this version of him in this film, and to me, this scene comes off as him not asking a question because he's intelligent, but he's asking the question because the scripts told him to ask it. It's just, we haven't established him as being smart yet. We've hardly seen this guy.
And how did he escape?
Zhao ends up in front of the Fire Lord a lot in this film. How close is the Fire Lord? Well, the Fire Lord's in the Fire Nation. And are they in the Earth Kingdom? Hey, how quickly can Zhao travel? Can he teleport or something? He should not be able to appear in front of the Fire Lord this frequently, not like this.
Take rest first. It looks like you went through a great deal, huh? When you wake, we'll have tea together before we start engines, huh?
But just right there, we got a glimpse of the real Iroh. That comment about tea. Just the merest glimpse. Someone in this film who made this film was paying attention to the lore, but most of them weren't. And there's the penis hair. Do you think the hairstylist for this film got work after this?
My brother and the princess became friends right away.
Is that it? We're maybe getting some more?
Ong showed them he was
No?
the last airbender.
Okay.
And was accepted to train with the master.
The bending is just so much more impressive in the TV series. Here it's very underplayed, if it's there at all. The Fire Navy ships look pretty cool, I'll give this film that.
When there is some safety for all of us, I will come visit our sister city in the Southern Water Tribe and spend some time in your home.
That would be great.
Is this the first time Sakura smiled in this film?
My grandmother will...
I don't remember him smiling anywhere else. He's been such a sour face the entire time. He's supposed to be the jokester of the group, isn't he? These guys are going to start bending water at some point, right? Oh my god, I forgot Momo was in this film. He just vanished. Wow, you suck. What was that? Was that the Water Tribe's war cry? These guys would be terrified by New Zealand's rugby team. Drill hats? Really?
You are not dealing with the loss of your people and your responsibility for their deaths.
So the face steel has been replaced by a generic dragon. No, you did not do. I do not buy that you just did that.
Are you okay?
You're just stood in the doorway going.
Yes.
You did not do that.
I know what to do. You won't be killed by waterbenders if you stay hidden here. We could be friends, you know.
Where'd that come from? I mean, I know where it came from. It came from one of the episodes. Aang leaves Zuko outside the fort when he's... Blue Spirit. You did not earn that line here, though. You didn't earn that. Hands off that line. Oh yeah, Appa's in this film as well.
Stop, Zhao. The world will go out of balance. Everyone will be hurt.
We are now the gods.
No!
Well, dude, you weren't trying very hard to stop him.
He's making fire out of nothing.
All firebenders can make fire out of nothing. Did I miss something? I'm pretty sure that no. Iroh says your chi can warm you. Firebenders can heat things up. Waterbenders can freeze water. That's how it works. By the way, firebenders draw their power from the sun, not fire sconces. Okay, so someone explained to me why taking the moon out of the equation was a big deal. It makes no bloody difference. I mean, sure, the waterbenders here can't bend water, but the firebenders aren't bending fire in any case, so what was the bloody point? If I hadn't seen the TV series already, I'd be seriously confused by all this. It's starting to get it. It's Aang's starting to water bend all over the place, and that airbending, he uses airbending to separate the two sides, run straight down the middle. That's more like it. It's starting to get it here. There are glimpses every so now and again of the series, but they're just glimpses. Are you going to do anything with that wall of water? He's not going to, is he? Well, there's a climax that was a lot more inferior to the TV version. In the episode, Aang turns into this big water monster and forcibly shoves the ships back. Here, he just sort of raises a wall of water and the Fire Nation just runs off. I'm assuming that's this film's version of an airbender bow, even though they normally bow like everybody else.
I do, Father.
That's Azula. And thank Christ it's over. How is the bending in the credits better than how it is in the rest of the film? And in the opening. It's better in the opening as well. Well, that wasn't the worst film I've ever seen. But, yeah, that was pretty bad. That was definitely a bad film. Yeah, the acting veered somewhere between okay and poor. There was a lot of exposition, almost no bending. The characters didn't bear any resemblance to their animation counterparts. And the film managed to confuse me at least once by screwing up the lore. Or twice, indeed. It got the elements in the wrong order. Iroh was suddenly sprouting flames when he apparently wasn't supposed to be able to. I don't get it. As an adaptation of an awesome, I was going to say great, but that'd be an insult, of an awesome TV series, as an adaptation of that, it's utterly terrible. As a film, it's just bad. And despite the fact I'm glad that I saw it, but not because it was a good film. I'm glad I finally saw it. I've heard so much about this film. Don't buy it. Don't even rent it. Just wait until it's free like I did. Don't even bother. Just don't bother. Or maybe you do want to bother if you're a glutton for punishment, or if you want to have a laugh. I suppose you could. But I'd say just go watch the TV series. Watch the TV series. The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. Legend of Korra is not quite as good, but it's still good. It's up there. It's just not up to usual Avatar standards. Just, yeah, TV series, not the film. Bad film. Bad film.